Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Nimbatus with me, Elathrix, and of course, welcome to the episode where finally we make use of our factories, making a machine which will be able to destroy entire worlds, and thus complete missions nice and easily. But before we do that, I need to add a clip here which I accidentally removed from the previous video. A lot of you noticed it in the comments, and then I tried to change the pinned comment to explain it, but essentially what happened is we finally found one of the rare missions in which a civilian researcher has been destroyed, and you had to go and get all the research before, you know, everything exploded. And I completely forgot to add it to the video, or I think I added like a tiny bit of it. Either way, to make up for that, here comes that entire mission. And after that, we'll get back to making our world destroyer. Or at least finding a good world to destroy. Oh, those are not mines, are they? Of course they are. There it is. He's wishing I wasn't using the fire weapon, though, because it's going to burn everything if I try and use it. And he's wishing I had the regular magnet. Oh, that's going to blow up. There we go. Come on, come to me. Also, backwards thrusters would be fantastic. I'm being weirdly pushed around on a side note, other than just our usual movement. Okay, so at least take this back. As best I can. Okay, got one. Stick with me. Go in. There we go. Done. Okay, let's do a little test. Let's see if... Oh, I was going to see if any of the stuff floating around could potentially... Oh, that's fantastic. I was going to say, potentially be worth a resource. But there we go. We have a 3 upgrade slot kinetic rocket launcher. That is exactly what I was after. Thank you. Let's have a little tinker around then. Let's see what we can get out of this weapon. Okay, so when I say the entire mission, I mean the clipped up mission after I edited it. Anyway, let's see what we're going to do here. So honestly, right now, what we need more than anything is just some red resource so that we can go ahead and upgrade our weapons further. So let's go ahead and do this one. Then we'll probably do this for some more shields, and then this for some more batteries. Sadly, though, none of these are really good for the whole destroy a world thing, so I'll just speed along, do all of those, and then move on to a new system. These two adorable things just pushed me into that fire and I almost died. Look how cute they are. Okay, I won't hurt you, but please leave me alone. Now, where's that Hammerhead shawl? Nope, adorable! Damn it. Why must cute things hurt? Oh, hello. I love missiles. They make everything better, you know? And laggier. Oh, you guys are gonna get me killed. Stop it. Stop. No, no, no. This is not fun. Go away. Sorry. Now you'll attack me with your little fireballs of death. Fantastic. Oh, I love those missiles. Get off of me. Oh, that looks bad. Let's get out of here whilst that erupts. Can you please get out of my head? And go. Thanks, guys. They can be useful. I bet you could build a drone which just uses those for movement. Just need to capture them or something. But till then, delicious red resource. That's one done. Now we do have the drill if we want to use that later. There's also the shop we can go to, but first, let's complete these missions. I guess we could do this one instead, get loads of yellow resource. That wouldn't be terrible. But I do want the batteries as well. Okay, so this one, this one. Okay, so what I really need to do is redesign this drone completely, because we need to start using the large batteries. The large batteries, despite not being more efficient than the small batteries, in fact they're exactly the same, at least for their size, because 4 times the energy, 4 times the recharge, for 4 times the size, they still only count as one part, and each part adds 5 resources to the deployment cost. So there is no reason for me not to use these, so I will be using these very soon. For now though, I just want to go and do this mission. Expensive. Stop being so cute! Also, this is a terrible area to start freezing, because there's no other... There we are. Lava fountains. Oh. That was really easy. Freeze! There you go, didn't even kill the poor thing! And yet, the galaxy seeks revenge either way. No, stop! Okay, we're getting out of it. But I want that resource, I'm going back later. Turns out that world had lots of resources, which is fantastic. Now, I've changed my mind. Originally, I was going to do this one, overheating cryogenic tank, but instead we're going to do this. Destroy the Hammerhead. It gives us 120 resources guaranteed, and a couple of shields. Don't really need the shields, wish we could sell them, but we do need the resource, or at least the resource is better. And here's the thing as well. This type of world normally gives more resource than this type of world, which is an absolute nightmare to harvest from. On top of all that, once we get enough of the red resource, what I would love to get weirdly is this. Minus 100% damage. The reason is, this allows you to have frost weapons that will not damage the overheating item you're trying to carry around, which is really useful. A lot of people have told me about this, and yep, it seems like it's the best way to go. But that's for the future. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and destroy a Hammerhead. Well, it might be a trap, but let's go ahead. Oh, hello. Yes, I will investigate. I've not seen this one before. Yep, now it's a trap. Oh, come on, it's just threat. That's a really boring trap as well. Like, it's not even a fun one. Like, nothing happens. I don't have to fight my way out or anything like that. Darn it. Bit overkill, but fun. Yeah, I just fell into the lava. Cool down faster! Note to self, bring a cooler. Yeah, I'm not surviving this. I am technically surviving this, but now I have no way to harvest and there's loads of resources. Might be worth coming back here just because look at that. So let's see if we can destroy the Hammerhead in our current interesting form. Then we'll get back here for some more resources. No context. Okay, some context. So essentially, what had happened is that I couldn't get to the Hammerhead at the core because the resources were literally blocking the only entrance. So because of that, I just allowed myself to get destroyed. The initial damage was an accident. The second time was more adorable. But this time I'm just going to obliterate everything here. And that's what killed me last time. I ran right into that. Lovely, got loads of red resource. Then let's go to the shop. They're not quite as much as I expected, but still, a fair bit. Upgrade slots 2. I mean, that's alright. No, not really much stuff I want here. Tempted to get some more yellow resource though, just to be safe, but we can always do that in the next shop. I'll grab the extra drill. I'll grab those as well, why not? Lasers with upgrade slots for some reason seem to be quite rare. Perfect. Now this is a planet we can destroy and get the mission completed. So, let's get to work building our planet destroyer. I'm thinking lots of missiles. So there's two ways we can go about this. One is more logical, one has more explosives. And for once, I might go with the more logical way. So, the first way is we have a factory part, which then creates a second drone, which will have its own factory part, which will manufacture TNT. So we'll keep on dropping TNT. The TNT will have a proximity fuse, or something similar to that. Like so. So as soon as it touches anything, it detonates. The end. It's exploded. Everything is lovely. But what we could do instead is have one factory create drones, which will have missiles just aimed down statically and its own battery source, then a second factory which will make a small harvester drone which is manually controlled. That way we can watch what's going on and we can quickly gather resource and take it back to the Nimbatus before everything is destroyed. And that makes more sense. As much as I love TNT in this game, I think that would probably be the logical thing. Now, I have done something similar to this before in the past, but this is the first time doing it in the campaign, so let's see how feasible this is, and just how expensive it's going to be. We want to make it as small as possible, which is definitely my weak point. I'm not an efficient builder. So here's a problem. Actually, it's two problems. First of all, I don't have the ability to make these things stay upright. I don't have that logic sensor. I also don't have the sensor to keep this thing above the ground at a certain level, which makes this way more difficult. To the extent, I don't actually know how I'm meant to do this. We may have to change our plans significantly. We could just have a drone which drops destroyer drones. Either a spinner, or something similar to that, which can do loads of damage and distract the enemy. We can drop that manually from orbit, so it's no longer an automatic world destroyer, but is still certainly a destroyer, and that is really annoying. I thought we had that, but no, the engineer had that. Honestly, I thought I would have picked it up by now. That is hypnotic. Needs more power, though. You know what? This is still going to work. The reason is, something like this would be able to get into the core of the world, and because of the range of these missiles, would eventually be able to destroy the entire planet. It just wouldn't work on the lava worlds, and honestly, those normally have terrain that's so tough, I would never use it anyway. So yeah, we're still going to make a world destroyer, just not from the outside, but from the core. We drop this, it gets to the core, it obliterates everything, and nothing will be able to get close enough to really destroy it because of the range of the weapons. Yes, that'll work just fine. So we'll have the main drone, and we'll just drop this once. So we just need to make a good destroyer. Nope, definitely don't need the thrusters. That is actually difficult for me to watch. That is making my eyes hurt. Oh, we are still running out of power, though. The minigun is kind of ridiculous. Still, though, that seems like it'll work just fine once it has enough power. And that should also make it stable now. Okay, so let's just turn this into a small harvest drone. And then I think we pretty much have the world destroyer right there. Look how tiny that is. Note to self, put all the shields on the same control, please. And then I simply want to destroy a planet. Boop. And move on. Some people have fidget spinners. Me, missile spinners. The same sort of relaxation, but better. In every possible way. Unless you're the one holding it. I guess I'll just watch it for this first time. Yeah, gravity on the particle thrower, even when you haven't added the extra lifetime, is insane. I need to make a world melter. Yeah, might need it to be a little bit better at digging, though. Still, though, it's doing fine. How far do these missiles go? Oh, yeah, that's plenty far to destroy the planet. Because eventually, this will reach the core, and then they'll continue to just fire and fire and fire. What I could do is set it so that the particle throwers turn off at a certain time. And of course, this is just version 1. Soon we're going to make this far stronger. Probably bigger as well. And I could put down multiple. Bear that in mind. This is very cheap. The factory resets very quickly with this. So we could have loads of these in the core. Oh, things reach the core. Wow, look how the lava goes around that. Well, the particles. The particle thrower. That's really hypnotic. Behold the majesty of destruction. Now I'll just go about my business harvesting, and over time, that will slowly make a crater bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what? Let's place some others down. Oh, the lag. Well, if we're gonna lag out this time, we may as well lag out with complete insanity. This is why people think factories are brokenly powerful. $10 FPS right now. Can't think of why. Everything stopped spinning for a moment then. That was weird. I love the sight of the missiles exiting the crust where they have completely obliterated the world now. How far do these missiles actually go? Missiles, rockets, you get the idea. All the way out to here. It's like fireworks in slow motion. For when you really can't be bothered to do a mission, just pop one of these down, then go and make yourself some tea. Or coffee. Or have a beer, if you are of legal age to have beer. Do those rockets bounce off? They do bounce off these things. Just before exploding. I never noticed that before. But when you're playing the game essentially in slow motion, suddenly everything becomes really obvious. And now I'm thinking, perhaps we should just use weapons like what I've got on the drone here, rather than rockets. Nah, but their range is so terrible, we'd need 2 range upgrades. Maybe not. The rockets just naturally make a better job at this. I would love to use other weapons though, and I think I will be testing them out a lot in the creative mode. There we go, mission done. We have saved this planet from the tyranny of the corporation. Yeah, I'm going to continue until there is nothing left. So, I found out why everything stopped spinning. Now, I have my factory set, so when I press Control, it both prints and then detaches our little world destroyers. But here's the thing, because the game is running so slowly, if I just press Control now, it doesn't detach. So I got cut off there because the game crashed, which also took out my recording software. Let's see where this ended. Oh, well, that's just annoying. So the game apparently didn't auto-save well, and I've been pushed all the way back to here. So I haven't done any of the missions in the previous system. So with that, I'm going to call the episode here, and we're going to make sure next time to save the game by exiting the campaign before we try out any other world destroyers. There's plenty of other ways I want to test out that weapon, and I want to make it better. Definitely spawning in multiple drones which all constantly hit each other is not the way to go, because it lags out even more than a single entity with the same amount of weapons, and apparently the game can't handle that. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, then of course likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Nimbatus is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Off camera, I'll just complete these missions and get back to where we were, and then next time, we'll test out some more feasible world destroyers. Maybe some world melters. But probably a lot of rockets. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.